All right, welcome to the Off the Rails Sports Recap for the day. Monday, April 7th. I hope it was a good Monday for you. If you could, though, first and foremost, hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to us. And leave some comments, you know. Had a podcast yesterday with Brian, and it went great. Learned a lot from the cat. And it's so funny just to see him just driving. Just see him navigate that LA traffic, man. I don't miss that at all. I don't miss that for a second. He's got those cool Terminator sunglasses. Gives him a little more gravitas, I think. Today I'm going to be doing something with Scott. Look forward to that. Big story in the world of sports Monday night. Houston lost to Florida, 65-63. I had Houston to win. They didn't get a shot off in the final seconds. They played their heart out. Sometimes it just isn't enough. Florida was the better team. They played better. Houston had a 12-point lead in the second half. Ran it down. Took the lead with a couple seconds left. And Florida does have a history in this tournament, especially of coming back in the second half. The last 3 games, they came back from at least 9 points in each game. Tonight it was 12. Just heartbreaking. You could see how much it meant to Houston. Sure, it meant a lot to Jim Nantz. They were that close. Trying to avenge the Phi Slamma Jamma thing. College basketball, you got to remember these are, like I said yesterday, these are 18 and 19-year-old kids. We look at them as grown men. They look like grown men. They act like grown men. They comport themselves, but man, they're just kids. They played great. Florida played a little better. I'm a big Florida fan, but I keep wondering about that that Golden thing. I mean, all those allegations that came out at the beginning of the year, and then nothing to see here. Well, we did an investigation. Yeah, the investigation went away as he kept moving up in the polls. Top 20, top 10, top 5, top 3. Oh, wow. Investigation's been sidelined. Oh, wow, nothing to find here. Him sending those inappropriate photos to co-eds. Yeah, I'm sure that never happened. Yeah. It should be interesting to see what this offseason is going to be like. Congratulations to the Florida Gators. I know it sounds like I'm crying over spilt milk. Maybe I am a little. But, they just played better. They just have that thing. They remind me of UConn the last 2 years. And they literally had to overcome a deficit with UConn. They were the best team. They played the best. I still think Duke was probably a little better, but you got to keep winning your games. That's all I could say. Let's start the MLB out, and I'm going to do this as a shout out to my brother Brian. Oh, God, I love saying something bad about the Dodgers. Looks like they've lost 3 out of 4. Wow. I thought we were going to give them the championship ring next week. Guess not. I still think they're hands down the best team in baseball, but Shohei Ohtani falls a double short of a cycle. They lost at Washington 6-4. Let's go through the Major League Roundup, see what we got going on. Tigers beat the Yankees 6-2. Tigers starting to play nice ball. They got Scooble going off today. Pirates 8-4 over the Cardinals. Blue Jays beat my Red Sox and Brian's Red Sox 6-2. Red Sox bats went real cold tonight. Mets beat the Marlins 2-0. Royals 4-2 winner over the Twins. The Twins just can't seem to get any traction going. Any. Cubs smashed Eovaldi and the Rangers 7-0. Orioles 5-1 over the D-backs. That was a nice win for them. I'll tell you the biggest upset of the night was the Mariners 4-3. The Astros took a 3-2 lead in the 8th inning, and I thought, oh man, that's over. That's over. Polanco, 2-run single in the 8th. They win 4-3. The game I watched, the entire game, was the Reds winning at San Francisco 2-0. And I'll tell you, I had the under in this game. And it was funny. So it's 2-0. They get a 2-run single, double actually. And they're in the ninth inning. They're up 2-0. They bring in their reliever. Gets the first guy out. Gets the second guy out. Then a guy gets a blue pit for Frisco. Then a guy walks. And now the go-ahead run, the winning run, is at the plate. And I'm looking over at Francona and I'm thinking to myself, you came out of retirement for this. Oh, man. I mean, I can't even imagine the gut acid going through. And he got a nice line drive out to the left fielder, ended the game. It's pretty amazing. Padres 5-4 of the Athletics. That stadium, that's something else, man. They're playing big league ball in that stadium. Honestly, big league hitters, I don't know how they're not combined scoring 15, 18 runs every game. That's a small park, man. That is a small park. And I don't know enough about the humidity and all that other stuff, but Jesus, man. It'd be interesting to see at the end of the month, at the month of April, let's give it a full month, 5 weeks, whatever you want to call it, and see where more home runs have been launched in Tampa Bay, their minor league park, or in Sacramento. I don't know. All right. That's it for tonight. Congratulations. You know what? I'm going to go off on a little rant here. I'm a big golf fan. And the Masters is this week. I did a video on the Masters. And they literally are making tens of millions of goddamn dollars, right? They have the Champions Dinner, and that's basically the person who wins the tournament gets to have a dinner before the next year's tournament with all the past champions, and he picks the menu, right? I don't know. All the past champions, there's probably 50, 55, maybe, whatever. So Scotty Scheffler, he picks, he's doing hamburgers. This guy ain't doing prime rib or sushi or lobster. No, they're doing hamburgers with chili and French fries. And okay, hey man, you're a Texas boy. Hey man, applaud you. So per plate, it comes out to $108. And they were talking like Hideki Matsuyama. When he won in 21, his dinner the next year was $220 a plate. And I'm looking at that going, what is this? Are we working a wedding? Who gives a rat's ass how much it is a plate? Then I find out the winner's got to pay for it. It's like the groom's dad. Like, I'm thinking to myself, the Masters, Augusta is making tens of millions of goddamn dollars, and they can't even pick up the tab for dinner? I mean, think about it. Okay, let's say there's 100 people. Let's just say there's 100 people. I know there's not, but let's just say there's 100 people here, okay? $100 a head, it's 10 grand. Why are you even effing around? I mean, why are you making Scotty pay for it? Look, I know the money doesn't matter to him. Okay, the 10 grand, whatever, he's going to leave a tip for the staff, whatever. Say it's 20, 25 grand. I get it. But the Masters, it's kind of like when, and this is where Brian and I disagree a lot. I feel, and if you heard our podcast today, you really heard some great stuff out there. Because I feel like he is, when he talks about these teams paying people, he acts like he's paying it out of his own pocket. And when I say, hey, just give them what they want, I feel like, I feel like I'm the trust fund baby who has no value of money, right? But, at the end of the day, the millionaires, yeah, I understand they're millionaires. They want us to have class warfare with them. But a billionaire is 1,000 millions. 1,000. Like, they do that thing like if you made $500 a day. You know, how long would it take to get a millionaire? Like, literally, it's like 400 years in that scenario to get to be a billionaire. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't think we can even understand the wealth of a lot of these people. Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. You know, listen, I mean, look, I understand the millionaire thing. But Christ's sakes, man. Augusta? You're making hundreds of millions of dollars every year. You can't pick up a $25,000 dinner for your champion? You're the champion of your tournament? Jesus Christ, man. Like, wow, man. God. Alligator arms. Alligator arms. All right. Enough of me on that rant today. Jesus Christ, right? All right. If you could, hit that like and subscribe button for Off the Rails. And if you could, leave some comments. And we will see you tomorrow.